being the best. I live for it. It's one of my greatest things. At the start of my career, I made a end goal where I wanted to. When I started out, I said, this is what I want to achieve. And my biggest goal was to actually win 3 Olympics back to back. That was my main goal. And that was my target. So when I actually got to that target, for me, it was like a hard road of like 10, 12 years of continuous work. So for me, it was like, yes, this is it. So I had gotten to my goal and that was it for me. So I knew at this moment, if I got where I wanted, I would have stopped. Growing up, I watched Michael Johnson. I'm a massive fan of Muhammad Ali. And if you want, I figured if you want to be great, or you want to be a legend, or if you want to stand out, you have to do something that no one has ever done before. And for me, I think Carl Lewis said won 100 meter twice already, back-to-back Olympics. So for me, how could I set myself apart from everyone? So people would say, you know what, he has done this. And in years to come, if somebody was to be greater than me, they would have to actually do 4 Olympics and break world records. So I tried to set the bar so high that it probably would never be broken.
A lot of athletes always say, oh, I don't want to be like Usain Bolt. I want to be my own self. Yes, you should be different, but you should want to be like me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do it in your own way. Because when I hear athletes like, oh, I don't want to be the next Usain Bolt, you should want to be the next Usain Bolt. I've always done, because I wanted to be Michael Johnson. He inspired, I want to be like him, because he was the epiphany of greatness. Mm-hmm. He was the one that showed you what you need to do to get there. If you want to surpass me, beautiful. But if you're going to say, oh, I don't want to be Nick Usain Bolt, what do you want to be? Because I'm the one who set the bar where it is now. So if you want to get there, you have to be me.
I didn't understand the concept of being great, you know what I mean? Because I was young. When I started out, I was 15 when I won the World Juniors. I was really young, I was really talented. So I didn't have to work as hard. It was just talent, so I was winning and winning and winning. And I remember when I got to the professional level now, and I felt like it was just going to be easy. And I got onto the stage and I would go to meets and I would lose. And I was like, this is strange, this is new, you know what I mean? So it was something that took me a while to understand. And then when I started working with Coach Mills, and he kind of sat me down and explained that, listen, everybody who's a professional has talent. So it's who works the hardest on their talent that will be the best. And that's when I kind of understood that you can't get to the top with just talent alone. You need work, you need sacrifice, you have to be dedicated. And it took me time, but I learned along the way and I got better over time. No one wants to talk about their failures as much growing up, but over the years, I understand that that's what helped me to get better. Because if you can be truthful to yourself, if it's one thing I've learned, if you can be truthful to yourself, that's how you get better. Because a lot of people like to point fingers at others and say, oh, it's because of him I didn't do so well, it's because it was her. They try to find different avenues to say, instead of looking at themselves and say, you know what, this is on me. I can do better in this area and that area, and to be a better person. So that's something that I think helped my career to really kickstart, to know that, listen, this is all on me. I didn't do this. I needed to work hard. I felt like it was easy. So it's something that really helped me to get better throughout the years. My biggest thing about me, I live to compete. I want to compete. I want to compete against the best all the time. I remember in 2013, I was training hard, I was working hard, and we're going to the World Championships. It was in Russia. And a few of the top athletes started dropping out. There was injuries, drug issues, and a few other different things. And the fact that everybody wasn't going to be there in the moment, I didn't feel that drive again, because I knew even if I won, the best in the world wasn't there. So I live to compete. So I don't mind being chased. It was fun for me to prove to you or prove to anybody that, listen, I'm the best, because I'm so competitive. Even now that I've retired, I'm still competitive. I won't play again. If I'm not gonna lose, I'm not playing you. That's how competitive I am. I have to be sure, like, you know what, I can beat you, then I'll do it. But if I'm not sure I'm gonna beat you, I might say, nah, I'm okay. I'll take a rain check.
I learned so early to not put so much pressure on myself. Because I remember after I won World Juniors, I was 50, everybody was like, oh my God, it's gonna be the next one.
Yeah.
And it was a vibe and it was excitement and it was all. And then the next year, I got injured, so I didn't do that well. And people were like, oh, look at this now,
It was
what's
all
happening?
talk. Yeah.
And then starting the Olympic year in 2004, I started good. And then they were like, oh, he's looking good again. And then during the Olympics, just before I got a little bit of injury, then I went down. And it was back to, oh, look at this. And I figured out that if I do good, they're going to love me. If I do bad, it's going to be an issue. So I was like, why do I focus on what they're saying?
Yeah.
And I want to do good for myself. And I figured that out at a young age. And that's what made it easy for me as a senior. Because now, yes, I'm happy that you're happy. But it doesn't matter if you're not happy, because I'm happy.
Dying, I think a lot of people they see you run and they say, oh, it looks so easy, you really look effortless. But before it gets to that point, it's hard. It's like hard work. It's day in, day out sacrifice, day in, day out. Just dying. There's time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. There's a day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today. You know it's going to be intense and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go. And it's so hard and a lot of people don't know.